spending just through your debit card, but every time you use your debit card, it's just going to be on a blockchain. So when your payments come out for your mortgage, you're going to be having XLM in your bank account. It's going to pull it out just the same way it pulls out your money now, except it's going to be XLM.
Somebody trying to catch my house on fire.
Yeah.
And you're going to be able to flip the stripper from your phone to her phone, XLM.
This is attempted murder.
Well, I mean, that's what I was really looking for anyway.
But that's why the
I was trying to open my mortgage and just wipe off, John, no good, my mortgage is just...
I think
not there no more.
I think what's going to happen, though, you actually might get lucky, right? Because if you're trying to correct, so the whole point of this is there's a whole lot of debt, right? What is debt? Other than you saying I owe you something, really, that's all it is, right? We give value to everything through our mind's eye, believing in a concept. It's no different, right? So how do you start? If you're starting a new financial system, you're starting all over again, right? It's the start of the next 100 years, just like the last systems in the last 100 years, right? So it's like, and then how do you absorb all the debt into the new structure? So that's where, like, we were talking the other day how, Bitcoin's actually sort of doing that off right now, but it's sort of Ponzi-ish. So, like, if this is going to become the new way, it could actually make the value of XRP and all these things go way up because they could actually purchase the debt into the structure of the coin, right? Which means that everyone, including your mortgage and my debt and whatever, it goes down to zero, gets absorbed into this honeypot, and then that's just built into the beginning phase of the launch, right? And then we go from there, and then whatever you incur after that's on you, right? That's how you would make it fair. Because if all of us are sitting here like dancing around being like, we got hundreds of millions, sucks to be you, like, that doesn't seem very fair either, really, right? So there has to be at least something that humanity will deem appropriate, I'd say. I don't know if that's true. Yeah, but we're moving, in our last conversation, we're moving into a positive state. I know it looks like this is troubling, but like, you have to believe that we're in a high vibrational timeline, right? That's the
clouds. Because the coming of the Son of Man is Revelation 6, where it tells you the Lamb breaks open the seals, and the four horsemen come out, the Lamb breaks the seals, the first horse comes out with a voice of thunder. Thunder is Mother Nature's massive explosion.
Did somebody mention dances before?
And so the thunder is the nuclear bombing attack that's coming.
I thought I heard something about dances. It triggered a thought in my mind about like what's going to happen when we go to a cashless society. Whenever we go out on a night out of town and go to a dances, how are we going to keep the dancers? Like, where are they going to put the other chips?
Just throw your phone out.
What is going to happen to the cities are going to burn.
They will be able to take the loonies up with the magnet more.
Nuclear holocaust is coming.
Arcades are now, like you go in and they do like a token system,
which will completely break down
you hit the stripper slot machine thing.
No television, no radio, no news to be watching, no cell phones to call anybody, and no vehicles that run. The number one war strategy in the Chinese book article, cut off your enemy's supplies. This tree-eyed nation who has an abundance of supplies, and we live in a modern, amazing society with the abundance of everything. But it does say, says Isaiah 2, the Lord is coming on a single day, is going to cut off all support and all supplies of food and water from a nation that has an abundance of everything. This is why God loves His people, and He instructs us in Ezekiel 4.
I mean, that could wipe it right out. I mean, if they move 32 trillion over to a coin and it spikes up to 100 grand a coin, I mean, they pay their debt off in a matter of a day.
And that's one of the things we're talking about. Why XRP needs to go to 10,000 to why it's a tool that they can utilize to wipe out our national debt.
I don't understand why they would be talking about Bitcoin with the price of it as over $100,000 when they can pay
Noah from fires coming to burn the wicked
by a
in
whole
these days.
crap ton
But
of
it
it.
does say,
Let it build,
it will
go
be
through
well
the
with
business,
us.
bull
We
market,
will
and
enjoy the
pay
fruit of
off
our deed.
that
The
debt.
fear of the Lord is the key to the
Storms
treasure.
and wind.
That's what people
That's
are
in
saying.
Isaiah
That's what they
33.
think is
And
going on
there's
at Brett Garling
winds.
House right now. Is that
Jesus
they
said,
think that Brett
wind,
Garling
silver,
House
and
think I've
mirrors
seen
right
it.
at the door.
because I did
No
a
one
video
knows
where
the
I'm
day
talking
or
about
the
how Brett
hour.
Garling House is
It's looking to
when he
me
did that,
like this coming summer,
well, what was it that
2025
he
fits
did?
the agenda that I've become aware of in a website called
I can't
Beagle.com,
remember what it
which
was,
has a
but he talked in the
forecast
beginning of it
for
was this online
2025
crypto
where it
XRP
says
day thing
about
that they did on
two-thirds
X.
of the
I can't remember what
population
it's called
in
now, but
the NATO
Brad Garling
nations
House talked for like
will
10 minutes,
be
and then one of the things
eliminated,
he said
which
was,
is confirmed by the Ezekiel
Mountain Oak,
5
helping
prophecies, where it
President
says
Trump
two-thirds of
were,
the third
going
of
from
cities,
this wonderful
famine and
economy,
plague,
and
third
it's going to be amazing to see what this economy can
one-third who
achieve
survive
when
will
it
be in
goes from a
mountains.
negative balance
And
to
that's
a
also
positive
confirmed
balance.
and
And it's just
repeated in
amazing that
Zechariah
XRP is going to be able to help them,
and you
or
can
Ripple's going
pause
to be able
these
to help them
videos,
with that.
rewind
Which
them,
was like,
look
and
at,
I did a
get your
whole video,
Bible out,
like,
look
is
at
he
what I'm
saying that he's
quoting
going to help
to
us
see
with
and
the national
verify that I
debt?
know what I'm
Because that's what it
talking about,
sounded
because
like. He's saying
I've
he's going to
done
take
the
the debt
research
from the
and
economy
I've
to a
read it
negative
over and over
balance
until I've
to a
studied it
positive
so
balance,
clearly.
and that
I know
Ripple
this
can
is
help them
God's
with
plan, and I
that. So
even at
people are
first I
thinking
thought,
that Brad might
these
be
are messed up, man.
giving
What do you mean?
the
Cities are
escrow
going to burn? Oh,
to the
there's
U.S.
this verse at
government.
the end of Isaiah 32
So,
that says,
and if that's
the
the
city was
case,
leveled
then that means
completely.
a ton of
I
XRP is
processed
going to be
it.
removed from
What?
circulation
How can a city be leveled
because it's going to go
completely?
into the National
I saw
Crypto
videos of
Reserve,
Hiroshima,
which is where it's going
Nagasaki,
to
or
store
not
value
videos,
for
but
probably
they're
not
still
for a
photographs.
long
There were
time.
hardly any buildings standing. And then I'm
Yeah.
informed that the
And
data
I fully
weapons
believe in the quick
can
flip
be
thing too, because I mean, if
1,000
they've
times
been
more
working on it for the
powerful than the
last
ones they use in
12 years now in the
because they
back
were the
lines
first ones
of
they actually
making all
did.
these
I have information about the
deals with
Alamogordo
everybody or
Desert
whatever they're doing, right?
when they
For the last 12
detonated
years and building it
the
up. I
Trinity
mean, I
atomic
could
bomb blast, the
see
world's first
logically a
blast.
quick flip. I mean, I would like to
That was
believe
on
that that's what's going to
July
happen. I could see it going that way. I remember looking at
17th,
my bank account back in like
and the bombs
2008
dropped
being
on
like, I'm not
Japan
even playing
were
with
like in
cash. I'm just
August
moving
8th.
money from one account to another account. I'm not
These
even looking
bombs
at
that we used in
it's pretty much
Japan
digital back then
were
at
the
that
very
point.
first bombs that
I'm
they
curious, is somebody
even
brushing their
developed.
teeth or something?
And so the development of
It sounds like they're filing
bombs
their nails.
has
Right?
continued throughout the years. And today's nuclear bombs
Is that
make the bombs in Hiroshima and Nagasaki look like tiny firecrackers.
Is that you, Guru?
I mean, they got huge.
No, it's not.
I think it was
We
me.
haven't seen
Oh,
that.
I was just emptying one of my
But this is
smoky
God's
sticks
plan. He's
into
coming. He's telling his people what to do.
Master Yoda's getting
Why is
sand
this
over
coming? It's
there.
in Ezekiel 5:9 says, "The Lord is coming."
Sorry, I didn't realize it was coming through. I
want to
should put
pull
it
the
Because of the
seatbelts out of my
abominations
car and I
or the
want to put
detestable
5-point
idols.
harnesses in
He says he's
because
coming to do
the
what's
next
never
RP
been
goes to
done
the roof, man.
before,
It's going to
and
be
will
pedaled
never
through
be
the
done.
floorboards.
Tell people what they need to do in the next
Okay,
minute.
so
I'm going to
this
go
is
to
what I'm
part
going to
3,
do.
and I'm going to ask
I
you a
got
question about how to
Michelle,
survive
who wants to
out
jump in.
when you're out of the cities, you're on the countryside against the sword.
See
Let's
if we
get
can
to
let
that
her in here real
video
quick.
3.
Hey,
But
Michelle, how's
right
it
now,
going?
tell the people out there what they need to do in the next minute.
Well, I like to go out to breakfast.
Sending
The place where we had breakfast, they had on their chalkboard, they had breakfast specials.
Hello.
Cashier.
So
And
I
they
threw
said, sorry,
something
we're
into
having
the
an
chat.
egg
It's a
shortage.
link, and I know everybody's super paranoid, but it's from
breakfast ends
LinkedIn.
at 11. You
2019,
can't
the
have any
Trump
breakfast after
administration
that.
planned to use
And it was
XRP
announcing
to reduce
we're having an
national
egg
debt.
shortage. Well, I have chickens.
What?
I build chicken
I know.
houses and sell
You
them to
throw it back
people.
in there.
I
I can
stock
you can
up
look
on
at
chicken
super
feed.
images.
In fact,
This is the
I
director
bought
of strategic
2 pallets
planning.
of chicken
The
feed.
Trump
They're
administration back in 2019 was
bags.
planning on using
And they're like
XRP
20 bucks a bag,
to
and
reduce
I
the
bought-
national debt.
I must have
Now, the
70
tariffs
bags
that
because
are
I
currently
thought,
coming into
what are
play
people going to do if
potentially
the
in a
highway, if
month
the EMP is
are more
coming,
than
and
likely
it
going
is,
to be paid
and
in
Beagle.com
XRP.
is
The
right, and they
XRP
want
is
to do
going
a
to
massive
be moved into the
repopulation,
National
and
Sovereign
the
Fund,
prophecies line up
and
with
then
the
they're going to
CIA
pump the price.
website, and it all appears to be
I know,
very,
look at
very,
those eyes.
we
I
need to
see.
prepare to have water,
I like you, Michelle.
Rural residences are where you want to be. You don't want to be in congested areas.
I have one talent, and that is research. I helped build
deliveries
the
of
first
me
one.
that link,
hundreds
Michelle.
of
Can you DM that to me?
semi-trucks
I will try and figure this out. Are you dead?
Michelle, I just want to say thank you for validating my bullshit because I just got done saying that. Thank you.
Make sure there's so
You are
many
so
Jesus
correct.
returns.
The tariffs
separation
totally
between the
threw
sheep
me
and
off.
the
I
goats.
thought what they were
When
going
he
to
says
do,
to
the
him, I
SEC
was telling you,
penalty, they're going to pay an XRP,
You have no
right?
part in my kingdom.
So the
And the
entire
goats say,
reserve,
I
Bitcoin,
never saw you till you're
21
hungry.
trillion of that
And Jesus
is
says,
seized.
what you did to the least of my brothers, you
That's
did
it.
to
It's
me.
free.
And you have no
And
part
then they're
in
going
it.
to
The
use
sheep, he says,
XRP,
enter into my kingdom.
the
I was
125
cold and
million,
hungry,
whatever they
and
settle
you took
on,
me in and you
they're going to
fed
throw
me.
that into
I
the
plan to
reserve.
take people in. I plan to
It's
feed a
going to
lot
get
of
pretty
people.
insane,
I
you
plan
guys.
to be like
But
a
if they throw the
Joseph.
tariffs in
He
there,
stockpiled the
everybody's going to
There's
be
another
running
example. There's
on
coming 7 years of
XRP.
famine and drought is
So
coming.
you're saying that like
Lake
when it
Mead,
comes to the sovereign
on the
reserve,
Colorado
the Bitcoin
River,
is going to be
where the
advanced
Boulder Dam
Bitcoin,
is
like the
at
U.S.
very low
Marshals have
levels.
already
They're
all
finding
seen
all
stuff
kinds
and
of
stuff
dead
like
stuff
that.
in the bottom of the lake.
Correct. They're not
And
buying
then
more.
after
They're
they
going to
built
buy
that
XRP.
dam,
Like
initially from the beginning of the building of the dam, they had to allow
Yeah, that's why
the constant natural flow of water to
But this is
continue
where it gets
downstream. You
tricky
can't just stop all water.
because
They could only
the
collect the
U.S.
water that was
holds
in
21
excess
trillion.
of that extra
The
water.
Chinese
It
government
took them 30 years for that dam to
I believe
fill
it's
up all the
19
way.
trillion
For
in
that dam to
Bitcoin.
fill up all the way
So
was like 30
they
years
pulled it
time.
down.
And that
There
dam is
was
now
All the
way,
miners, all the
way,
miners are in
so
China.
meaning that
yes,
it's
the
at such a low level
national
right
security
now. It's like the
director,
drought
the new
disappearing.
one,
Does
for the
anybody
CIA
figure out
came out and said that's
these
the Chinese
things
coin.
that
We cannot enrich
It's
ourselves.
empowering China.
we're facing?
Yes,
Okay, now
sir.
remember,
So
tell
what do you
them
think is
where
going
to
to
go
happen
on your website.
to completely and totally drop the price
Take number
of
3, video number 3.
the Chinese?
Okay, on my
I think that what
website
they're
called
going to do is they're going to
biblically,
devalue Bitcoin. And I don't know if you guys have noticed something. Trends seem to be uncoupling.
BIBLY.com.
XRP is remaining.
I have
Bitcoin
this.
is going
This is
down.
on the front
So,
page.
I mean,
That's what we were saying last time.
Click and
We were
share
saying
friends.
Bitcoin's
There's
the rug
50
pull,
pages
man.
of
The
Bible
ultimate rug pull. It's like
They
the
all
way to
connect like a
it's the way to deflate the old system and make it go to zero so they can launch the new
The
system.
prophecies are all
Like,
Look at
it's
Nick
Some theories coming into play.
the Titanic, man. It's the Titanic.
There's the dinosaurs and
it's my
XRP,
job,
the
God's
meteorite
appointed
coming
as a
in.
watchman, to speak the
Well,
word of
and
the
the
Lord
European
to
Reserve
warn the
pretty much
people.
came out
But it
and they were
does
like,
say
we are not
it's coming
putting
on
Bitcoin
unsuspecting
in.
people. The
It does not
majority
meet our
of
regulatory
our
requirements.
society will remain
Michelle, thank you so
completely
much. I love you. I
uninformed.
just want to
So
say
whoever
that's what I was
is
saying.
watching
We already
and
have
sharing
gold.
with you
It's the
what the
gold
Word of
on
God
the
is saying
on
is
the
coming,
blockchain. We don't
consider
need it.
yourself very
We don't
blessed.
need
Consider
Bitcoin.
yourself very loved by God, that He
Swiss
would
gold
send
simply
me to show me what the Word of God is saying, so that you have the benefit of not being blindsided by what's coming, but you can actually go through this
Already right
birthing
now. I think that
process
like there's so much market manipulation right now
and
that everybody's just kind of like
be just
drained a bit
You can
because
even
watching
drive. You can
numbers fly all
survive
over the
it,
place the way
and
they
you
are.
can be even a woman
When you talk
going through
about how they're
birthing
trying
not
to
happy.
deflate and
When
like
she's finished,
like
she's
there's a lot
going
of
to
big
do
push
this. Look at
right
your
now
new
for people to
baby,
get
show.
into
Oh my
Bitcoin.
goodness,
You notice
look at
that?
this baby.
Like there's a
Every single
pay for
baby's
Bitcoin
completely
and you're
different.
gonna get
Nobody
bought.
ever seen a
Really
baby like that
dumb.
one. And they're
It's got me
rejoicing. We
wondering
have
if
this baby.
there is some
The
truth to
birthdays
this
are going to go
concept
away.
of Bitcoin
We're going to have a new
being
life, a new future, 1,000 years
ready
of
to
peace
get
on
done.
earth is coming.
Because
And you want to be
it's
able
like they
to go
want
through these
the
birth
transaction
pains with
happening
the pain being
so low
minimalized.
right now. Like compared to all
Why
the
make
other
it more
cryptos,
painful
especially
than it needs to be?
you're
Just
talking
get
about
ready
you're talking about
The first couple minutes would likely be fine. We would
like,
just think this is a local
like
power
XRP, where you
outage,
got,
the
like,
result of a maintenance
hundreds of
effort by the
thousands
government.
happening on Bitcoin.
But when we notice
You
that
know,
our
like,
smartphones
right
also
now, like
stopped
blockchain,
functioning,
and it's like
we would come to grips with
I
the
feel
fact
like
that
that's
this
a
is no
sign,
regular
you know,
power
especially with
outage.
Ethereum.
The lack of internet and other communications methods
It makes sense.
would mean we wouldn't even realize
Everybody
this is a
that has
global
Ethereum, like, I don't
problem.
want to send it because every
The
time I send
subways
it
would
anywhere,
stop
it's
functioning
wasting
properly,
Ethereum.
and people
They
inside
charge
would
an
have
arm
to
and a leg.
walk to the nearest stop. Without any lights, without traffic lights, jams and chaos would start to sweep the urban streets in a matter of hours. Populations in most cities would rush to their homes for further news that might never
It's a good
come.
time to be caught in a
Maybe the ugliest part of human nature is the fact that in times of crisis, we want
Have you
individual
noticed
security
every
by
time
any means
there's a
necessary?
tweet or anything
That means
regarding
stores in
XRP
every
that
neighborhood
gets
would
pulled
soon
down,
come under
whether it's
looting.
Elon Musk,
In a matter of days, the local law enforcement establishments would be stretched thin and cities full of looting, rioting, and no communication. This lack of coordination in the police forces would result in different gangs ruling their own districts, fighting over whatever limited resources we have left. Lack of electricity would also mean the stop of water distribution, so soon after the power outage, we would turn into a much thirstier and dirtier society. People would rush to the nearest body of fresh water to try to stock up. The delicate balance of logistics and supply lines would collapse, and soon we would start running out of food, especially in urban areas. We are only talking about an outage for a couple of weeks. There is no way of knowing what the long-term effects would be. When we go beyond months, years even, the picture becomes even more unclear, as we don't have enough evidence to speculate on it.
I have no logical reasoning for it. I don't have any statistic or number or nothing.
There's no doubt humanity would survive without electricity, because we used to, and we still do. Maybe the most interesting thing when you speculate on such an event is the fact that some people wouldn't even notice it. Right now, there are more than 100 uncontacted tribes in different parts of the globe that don't rely on electricity to go on about their day-to-day lives, and would be virtually unaffected by the event, which we would consider a silver lining.
The day of the Lord is coming.
Daddy, but you got to remember, if they think that China is involved, that makes it easier. Notice.
It's an eerie feeling in Los Angeles right now.
There were trees coming down on Sunset.
The ripple effects of the fire conditions and strong winds continue, with several wildfires affecting the region. Universal Studios Hollywood shut its doors today. Canadian star Sean Majumder posted this from LA, showing the sunrise glowing through a haze of wildfire smoke.
Retain the majority of the points because right now we're at 52. So there were three. The top three holders are the U.S., and then you have China. So we're at 52. China is at 48. If we're just looking at that as the sum total of 100. But then the third nation that owns the most is Argentina. And Argentina almost joined the BRICS nation. So we're going to keep a handle.
Okay, we're back with Everett Triplett from Nevada, and Everett's pulled over so he can give you his report on what's happening with the California fires.
There's no way. David, these fires, I actually did not know what was going to happen, but I did know something major is going to occur because I am so clear in my mind that we're in God's plan to bring about a new heaven and a new earth, which is going to be the home of the righteous.
I'm excited.
That's the same, Michelle. I've really liked what you're hearing, and the voice that you use, it's actually better than ChatGPT. You actually dive a lot deeper than ChatGPT too, so that's awesome.
Because the day of the Lord is coming is the destruction of ungodly men.
I used to sound like a
for those of us who are
but now
tuned in and do research, we're very much aware of how the wickedness is on a rampage, and they're out of control, and they think they're moving forward to achieve their objective of reducing human population, of everything that has been happening according to their agenda, and they seem to be
I appreciate you guys.
determined and never
I love this. Do you know how hard it is?
Fires
I'm
in
going
Southern
out and trying to talk to
California,
other people.
which I saw one note just
The guys,
recently.
their eyes just glaze over and they're like, what?
Yeah,
I'm like,
this
you just want me to be crazy?
10,000 structures have been burned, and it was just went
This
on
is
and
what we
on.
found the other day. We're talking to everybody.
But it's bigger than the fires in behind.
Yes. They're
In
like,
other
you want
words,
to talk
talking to everybody the other day, though, it was just like this. We were talking to everybody the other day, and it was like we actually created a space where people could actually talk openly about it and how it affects their world and how they got into it spiritually, whatever. Like it's an open platform, an open conversation.
Which is what contractions do in the birth pains. And so you saw Trump when the bullet nicked his ear, and he stood up and he said, "Fight, fight, fight." And the fight is on. And what people need to understand is this fight is not over.
Now I'm holding.
And I even heard
a week and a half.
we could call it speculations that some of the water mains, there was no water in some of the fire hydrants.
I've got money in the stock market. I'm watching that go down. And I'm
One
like,
man
nope.
said his whole street was burning
So
up.
what price did
And there
you get
wasn't
in
a
on
single fire
XRP?
truck in sight.
212
And then they said that the fire department's budgets
Yeah.
against that
I'm not like that.
Even with the
$1 million or
cubes that
something.
we
It's
have.
huge reductions in
I'm buying
firefighting.
more. Diamond hands, baby.
You're already a diamond hands person, and it's been a month and a half. It took me like a year of messing up before I stopped crying every time it went down, you know?
I know how to commit. I've got a lot of money on the stock market.
Where are
I'm like,
even? Like, what the hell?
Something, go check.
Oh, that's on purpose. That has to be on purpose.
Calm
I was
down.
on Facebook Live where he lost and his account had gone down $1.2 million. And he says, people, if I showed you my bank account here or my wallet, you guys would have a bird. I'm down $1.2 million.
The police,
Right? But, I mean, that's just what happens.
are catching groups of
It'll come back.
It'll come back, and not only that, but we
almost always in Antifa outfits.
I mean, I just hopped on
setting
board.
fires.
God bless you. Pay
Now,
I was.
this is
What did you
not our
guys think
first
about Hong Kong
rodeo.
being like
Right before the 2020
That was
election,
the only
all
one
over
where I
the
was like,
country, particularly
but Hong
Oregon,
Kong's
Washington State,
totally.
California,
The FCC is
they
out
caught
at all because honestly, like that's just
leftists and Antifa
local regulations, and that could change
in the
at any
cities,
point
in
in
the
time.
towns,
Like
in the
there's
national
all
parks,
sorts
in
of
the
weird
forest.
regulations all over the place. Like right now, you can't use like people in New York can't even buy XPC, mostly because they can't even access the exchanges that the XPC's on. Like Uphold is not available in New York. Like so they can't buy. Like I have people messaging me all the time. Like I'm in New York. How do I buy XPC? And I'm like I don't know, man.
And I want these people.
I don't know what
It's very interesting.
But that's why
It's really cheap right now, so if you guys can't get them.
is so that when they have their communist
So
revolution,
I'm
even
sticking with the
if
ISO
they're in prison for a few
222
years for
tokens.
arson and things,
Just
they know
because
they're
I'm
going to
meeting
get out.
the
They
regulatory.
get caught on video catching fires in the neighborhood.
Should I be buying?
It's
Come on,
attempted
guys.
capital
What
murder,
else should I be
mass
buying?
murder.
Because right now the majority of my
want
holdings
you
are EXO.
you gotta be careful.
And so
I know this is not financial advice. Just assume I'm a gambling junkie.
we even saw the caravans that were coming up toward the border
when you're
were all
not a
being
financial
organized
advisor. So all I
military.
can say,
And there's a guy named Michael Young, who's an amazing global world reporter who specializes
support them in
in
your way.
military
To do that all on your own
photography and
without
stuff.
But the
And
things,
he's
the ones that I
very,
feel like
a very good
have
man
all
to
the
listen
potential
to. He was in the
obviously
Darien Gap.
XRP,
He said he saw the United Nations money and headquarters all down there, bringing these refugees in and having them immigrate up through Mexico. It's all being funded. It's being paid. It's intentional.
very little
So there's no question in my mind that these fires are being set by illegal immigrants that have invaded our country. We're a nation at war. We're being attacked and destroyed in a way that we don't even know.
A lot of them are going to
The general population doesn't know what's going on because that's actually prophesied by Jesus in Matthew 24. It says it'll be as in the days of Noah before he entered the ark. The people were busy. They were buying, selling, building,
I want to get
planting,
Stronghold, but it's so hard to get it. Like it's not on any exchange at all anywhere. And the only one that I could find that had Stronghold on it had like 30 different Strongholds.
Came and
And
washed
it's
them all away.
they're like you can't tell which one's the real one because of the blue coins. So I was like, I'm not
Coming of the
gonna.
Son of Man.
I'm
That's
waste
in
my
Matthew
time trying to buy
24.
this.
The coming of the Son of Man.
Can you guys transfer your coin out of Uphold? Because I downloaded Uphold just so I can get
with great
XPC,
power and glory.
and I
Those
can't transfer it into my coin
clouds
wallet.
are Mushroom clouds,
Chainlink is a good
because
one
the
too.
coming
Yeah,
of the Son of
Chainlink
Man
is
is
yeah.
Revelation 6.
depending
It tells you
on what
when
you're
man
using, there's
breaks
supposed to be
open
some
the
kind of an
seals,
app.
and the four
Like an
horsemen
add-on.
come out. The
So
Lamb
you
breaks the
gotta use
seals.
in conjunction
The
with your
first
wallet
horse comes
to be
out
able
with
to
a
put it
voice
on
of
there.
thunder.
Really?
Thunder is elevated
Uphold
massive
all the time. I
explosions.
don't understand what the issue
And
is.
Well,
so
with
the
XPC
thunder
though,
is the
with
nuclear
XPC
bombing
it's
attack
different.
that's coming.
Different.
Because
I
it says
see.
in
Well, you can't. You got,
2
okay, so when
Peter
transferring
2:6,
crypto,
the Lord
you have to make sure that the wallet that you're transferring to actually supports that crypto. So if you don't, if you have a wallet that doesn't support XPC, you're not going
what is
to. You're
going
not going
to
to be able to
happen
transfer.
to the ungodly. Cities are going
Now,
to
may I
burn.
ask some
It's a
weird
nuclear,
questions?
a day of a nuclear holocaust
So
is
I
coming, which
transferred
will
my crypto to
also
cold
have
storage.
the effect of the
I'm using
electromagnetic
Tangent.
pulse, which will
That's fine,
completely
right?
take down
Tangent's good.
this nation's power grid, all of our communication, no television, no radio, no news to be watching, no cell phones to call anybody, and no vehicles that run with all the the number one war strategy, ancient Chinese book Art of War, cut off your enemy's supplies. We are a nation who has an abundance of supplies, and we live in a modern, amazing society with the abundance of everything. But it does say in Isaiah 2, the Lord is coming on a single day, he's going to cut off all support and all supplies of food and water from a nation that has an abundance of everything. This is why God loves his people, and he instructs us in Ezekiel 4:9, get for yourself 390 days supply. 3 days lentils. God wants his people to have plenty to eat. We're not
sounds like you're letting somebody else in.
We are appointed to
you can do it, somebody else
glorious kingdom of heaven coming to the earth.
No, because the uphold for that particular thing. So I got the tandem one because it couldn't take on XDC, but when I go into the uphold wall or uphold, there's no way to transfer it. It's only by itself for whatever reason for me.
Fire's coming to burn the wicked in these days.
What are you using? Are you
but
using
it does say.
Yeah, my phone. Yeah, so I can transfer it out of Exodus, no problem. I can transfer out of Kraken, I can do all that. But when it comes to the uphold, I can't do nothing with it.
I've been trying to use a laptop or a desktop.
When summer's near, it's right at the
door.
No one knows the day or the hour.
I know it's looking to me like this is a little bit different. The whole setup
fits the agenda that
I've never tried transferring XDC though. That's the only thing I've never tried transferring. But I transferred
doesn't forecast you have that 2025 where it says about 2/3 of the population in the NATO nations will be eliminated, which is confirmed by the Ezekiel 5.
Yeah, it's literally on my to-do list to I mean, as soon as they posted up there and I logged in and they had that on there, like, oh, we got this halt thing, and I was like, I need to set some time aside and check out what this is. I do know it's like a paid subscription, so you have to pay to use it.
And you can pause these videos,
yeah, so that's one of the reasons why they kind of hold it off. I don't remember how much it was. I think it was like maybe 20 or 30 bucks a month, or maybe it was like 20, 30 bucks a year. I don't remember, but I do remember how it paid, and I was like, I'll look at it.
I know this is God's
I'm
plan.
fairly new with the crypto thing and the hot wallet, the cold wallet thing. I know Exodus has these other hot wallets. What's really the difference between the hot and cold other than it's not online?
The difference between a hot and a cold wallet is really simple.
How can a city
whenever you say hot wallet,
I saw videos of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Not videos, but just still photographs.
If you have a Coinbase account, that's a hot wallet. If you have a crypto.com account, Coinbase Finance wallet, or if you have like a trust app, like where it's just like an actual app, like Trust or On-Chain, like those are all wallets. Those are all hot wallets.
I have information about the Alamogordo Desert when they detonated the Trinity atomic bomb blast, the world's first blast.
You having the app doesn't mean it's
that
online.
was on July 6th, 1945. And the bombs dropped on Japan were like in August 8th.
Like even on
these bombs
the other ones, like the
were the very first bombs that they
on those have like
and so the development of
software on them that you can use to connect to your phone
throughout the years. And today's nuclear bombs make the bombs in Hiroshima and Nagasaki
even those
tiny
are considered, they have like a software and programming and everything, and they have to connect to the internet stuff. Those are still considered cold wallets. So,
but this is God's plan.
The Arculus has like an app
He's telling his people what to do.
Just for
He's giving us the answers to why is this coming. It's in Ezekiel 5:9 says, the Lord is coming
signing
to
authorities is on the
because of the
device.
abominations
Your
or the
storage
detestable idols. He says he's coming to do what's never been done before.
Joe, I gotta jump off, man. It's 1:30
Tell people
here.
what you need to do in the next minute.
I don't like leaving because I enjoy it so much.
How to survive out in you're out of the cities, you're around the countryside.
I gotta let it
against the sword.
I actually got to get in about 6 hours.
Right now, tell people out there what they need to do in the next minute.
Live like a half an hour or 45 minutes ago.
I like to go out to breakfast, and at the place where we have breakfast, they have on their chalkboard that breakfast. And they said, sorry, we're having an egg shortage.
Really popular, eh? We're like,
yes.
Breakfast ends at 11. And it was announced we're having an egg shortage. I have chickens.
You'll send invites to people when I do more live.
I've stocked up on chicken feed.
guys.
In fact,
Love hanging out with you
about
again.
2 pallets of chicken feed and 50 pound bags.
Nice to meet everybody.
And they're like 20
Much love,
bucks.
guys. Much love. I'll see you later. Are you going to be on tomorrow?
I'm gonna be busy tomorrow, but I might try to get on tomorrow night.
The EMP is coming
Bye,
to
everybody.
this, and the Eagle.com is right, and they
Oh,
want to
look
do
for
a
the
massive
pop-up. For sure.
population, and
Later,
the
guys.
prophecy line up the CIA website.
Yep, good night.
And it all appears to be very, we need to prepare to have water and to have food. You can buy heirloom seeds, you're ready to grow your own gardens, but you also need to get